All right, welcome back. So, having a cup of coffee. Hopefully, everybody enjoys this. And we're just going to talk through a couple ways that I save money. I know times can be tough for anybody, regardless of uh, background, work, whatever. Everybody can use some money saving tips. So, the ones that I'm going to point out to you is a lot of people will have kids these days, and just like anytime, really. But I remember back when I was much younger, and they're like, "Oh, did you do cloth diapers?" And that seemed like, "Oh my gosh, there's no way in heck that I would even consider that. It's disgusting." Modern day cloth diapers definitely saved the family a ton of money, thousands, um, realistically, just because diapers are so darn expensive. Now, obviously, my child is no longer in diapers, so there's no use for that, and we've since passed those along to another family so they could use the shells, as you call them, I believe, if I remember correctly, to use the inside cloth portion that's washable. And yes, baby poo is water soluble, whether you want to believe it or not, unless they start eating a lot more solids, which then you kind of have to wash the stuff before you wash it. It gets weird, I know, but it's not that weird when you really think about it. And it can save you a bundle of money. Now, the one thing that really did carry forward from when we had our child was we had got into the idea of, hey, tissues, Kleenex, it's a name brand, but tissues are very expensive. And you just grab one, right? You grab one, you blow your nose, you throw it away. And you grab one, you blow your nose, you throw it away. And maybe you think, gosh dang it, that's getting expensive. Or maybe you're that person that says, wow, I'm wasting a bunch of product that just is creating more waste. Well, great. At least you're thinking. So here's what we did. We went online, and I wish I could remember the company. And they're still kind of childish looking, but we bought these reusable Kleenex or tissues, since Kleenex is a this isn't the brand. It's just this house made cloth. And these have been around in our family now for about 11 years. And you wash them just like a handkerchief back in the day, just much smaller and for the home. And we leave them in little stacks. And you blow your nose, you grab one of these tissues, you blow your nose, and you throw it in the laundry. Okay. So it's one great way to save a ton of money. These, I believe, were purchased on Etsy. So you might look up on Etsy like reusable um, tissues. That'd be a good start for that. Now, another one which I can't really show you right here this moment is how my coffee was made. And somebody at another shop it turned me on to the idea of making coffee more my way, eliminating the need for electricity as much, I guess. I shouldn't say that because it still uses electricity, but you don't need a coffee pot. I mean, you're still boiling water, but you don't need a coffee pot. Like you don't need a perker, you don't need a Keurig, that's that sort of thing. So there's a company out there called AeroPress, and I know they sell them at REI. I've seen them at Target now too. That really surprised me. I just wish they'd carry the filters, which blows my mind that they don't. Everywhere only seems to, if they do carry them, only carry the extra large, which does not fit the standard or regular size or travel, I believe, even AeroPress. But it's a nice way that you can pump your coffee into the cup, and then the disposal process is you push down this little plunger, it pushes the puck of coffee along with the filter into the trash, and away you go. The nice thing is there's no chunk of plastic that is just a transport for the coffee to get to the coffee maker. You do still have a filter, but it is a biodegradable piece of recycled paper. They do make two different ones. The brown ones are the recycled. more biodegradable. And then they do a cotton filter, which is a white one. The cotton one seems to taste a little better because it does allow it to suck a little more oil out of the coffee, but pick your poison. You're not creating a bunch of plastic waste, and that's my go-to with that one. And maybe it's because I like less waste and I don't really want to have a big old thing of trash at the curb, but that's what leads to a lot of that. The one thing I'm still looking for to find a better solution is I love using the reusable bags when I go to the grocery store, but I don't want to carry a bag full of reusable bags every time I go. And I wish there was like a reusable bag that had a pouch and then had a spot that would hold like 4 more reusable bags. Because in most trips, I can get done with 4 of the larger size reusable bags, which would be like 8 bags of groceries if you go to any local convenience store, big box retailer. Because when you pick it up, it all cinches together and it looks smaller than it is. But yeah, the other one would be, water bottles. I have many go-to water bottles, and during the summer I use them very frequently because when we're out cycling, we're hammocking, those sorts of things, we always say, hey, did you grab a water? And you throw your water in a water bottle, and that's your thing. You want to find one, though, that's comfortable, that you'll actually use, because if you're not using it, it's pointless. And for me, I'd started with my goodness, I forget the name of it. So the one I started with, I still have, and I like that one. However, the podium style, which they're making through a couple different companies, Camelback makes a bunch of them, which I have a bunch of those. They're fantastic. Igloo, I believe, makes some too, and they're also the podium tops. I find that I actually enjoy using those much, much more, just as frequent as you want to take a drink, and as easy it is to get a drink. I had bought a Yeti, right? Thinking, oh my gosh, I want to own a Yeti. And this copper Yeti bottle, I never used it. It was like $50, and I never used it. And I can catch deals for these podium bottles. Now the podium bottles, if you get the top end ones, they're like $30 too. But you use them. Like that's the point. Is like if you're going to use it, it makes sense because then you're not wasting all the money on everything else. The other piece, I guess, for money saving would be for the guys and for the gals. I guess that wouldn't really matter. I mean, if you're shaving your legs, ladies, or if you're a guy and you're still have a beard but you need to knock down the neck hair, go out and get a safety razor, an adjustable one. So Gillette still makes an adjustable safety razor that has like 9 different settings on it. And you drop a straight blade into, just like Grandpa used to use with his, back in the day. And it lasts for dang near ever. It's so crazy. It seems to get a better cut than these multi-blade razors that they're making. You might have to go online to buy the razors themselves, though, just because they don't sell them in a whole lot of stores. You don't just walk into Walmart and Target and buy a box of razor blades that are going to fit in a shaver. It's not as common. We have a store called Hy-Vee around here, and some of the bigger ones do have like a 10-pack. But that's waste. It's such a waste of money to buy a 10-pack. Go online, get like a 200-pack. I had bought a 200-pack back in like 2013, maybe before that, and I still have more blades. I have not had to buy any since then. And that is, you do the math. How often are you buying razors to shave, right? Think about it. Like, and they're not cheap. Like these mock whatevers now. It's the million blade razor. They don't last. Like for me, if I use one of those on my neck, I get one use out of them and they got to go in the trash because it's just coarse hair, right? And they rust out so fast. Whereas you get a nice Gillette adjustable safety razor, drop a blade in there, you'll get, quite a few shaves out of it. Take it apart, rinse it after, a dozen or so swaths through your beard, neck hair, or whatever you're trimming, and wash it out, drop the blade back in. And you're going to get so much use out of it and save just bundles of money. I mean, in a year's time, seriously, do the math. If it was, let's say, just for the sake of giggles here, a pack of those is $10. I know some of them are way more. I know some are less, but let's say they're $10. And for me, if I was using a blade, a blade a week, what's there? 3 razors per pack. And you go, okay, so let's just say use a pack and a half. So we're using what, 18 packs in a year's time at $10 a pack. That's crazy. And I'm still using the same 200 blades I bought back in 2012. And I have lots of blades left. And I paid like $30. And I've been shaving since 2012. Yeah, it's worth it. Now, granted, you want to use some shaving cream for the most part, just because it's going to not be quite as smooth as long as it doesn't have that little gel strip on there for you. But it's huge when it comes to money saving. So check it out. If you haven't seen safety razors, like I said, check out the Gillette one. Art of Shaving is a big shaving company. We used to have one here now, I guess, years ago. Minneapolis, I believe, still has one at the Mall of America. I haven't checked or seen that in a while, though, so I guess I don't know. But Art of Shaving makes one that's an adjustable as well, but you want to make sure it's an adjustable so you can change the curve of the blade. So if it feels like it's catching too quick, you can change it. But yeah, just go get some Barstool shaving cream for like $1.80 and a safety razor and a pack of safety razor blades, and you're going to be saving money left and right. It's just insane. But yeah, hopefully those help you save some money, be kind to everybody. It's what matters, right? We're all just trying to make it. Hopefully we'll see you around. Make sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for future videos, updates, and if you stuck around to the end, we will be doing giveaways as soon as we can start getting a hold of some stuff to give away. They will all be new items, and by getting through these videos, bringing people on the feeds, we will continue doing giveaways. So to show you what I mean, I've got podium bottles, brand new CamelBak podium bottles that I would love to give away, right? I just want another 1,000 subscribers, and then I can start giving away some podium bottles. So make sure to like, subscribe, pass it on to the friends, let them know. Heck, maybe you're into Switch 2s, carrying case or safety case, right? More giveaways, right? We're gonna do this. Make y'all excited. Maybe you're in an area that you go surfing and you need a new strap for your board. Giveaways. Get people to the channel. Let them know it's coming. We're going to be doing insane giveaways. I've got digital iPad stylus pencils. It's not the Apple branded ones, but giveaways. Check it out. I want to see people on the feed telling me that this stuff helps them, makes a difference, and that they can tell me what they thought of it. It's all about sharing the experience, and we're all going to make it through this, okay? Share it, like it, tell people, post comments. I want to know what you're interested in seeing for giveaways. I've got tons of stuff at my fingertips to be able to give away. It's just a matter of knowing that you guys will tune in, stay tuned, Keep coming back. Later.